Hi guys, and welcome back to our FIFA 21 Sunderland Road to Glory career mode. So in this episode, we are going to be doing the season review. We're going to sit back, have a look through this past season where, of course, hopefully you have seen last episode, because we have just won the playoff final. We've gone up through the playoffs, and we will be playing Premier League football next season. So in the season review, as usual, we're going to go through some of the league tables, the stats and statistics of players with goals and assists, clean sheets, etc. We're going to check on our players' progress from the beginning of this season just gone up until the end, of course, in terms of ratings, see how much they've improved. And then we're going to head over to next season, see how much money we have in the transfer budget. We'll have a discussion about the kind of players I want to bring in, maybe the players I want to sell. And then I'll leave the episode there for about a week, so it gives you guys a chance and an opportunity for everyone to see it, and everyone get the opportunity to leave suggestions down below on what you think we should do. So you should leave a comment down below what you've seen, of course, the transfer budget later on, and the kind of players I want to bring in and sell. Leave me your opinions, who you want me to buy, who you want me to sell, all that kind of good stuff. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, we do have the Championship League table, the final standings. Brighton, of course, going up with 115 points. Aston Villa on 113. So those two are the automatic promotion teams. And of course, we did win the playoffs. Sheffield United finishing in third. We were in fourth. Norwich in fifth. And Blackburn in sixth. Now, just to recap the bottom three, we have Barnsley, Peterborough and Hull all going back down to League One. But we will have a quick look at the Premier League, see what's going on there, who won the Premier League this season gone and who's going down. So, of course, who we're going to be replacing. There's the Premier League. And it's Manchester City, who won with 90 points, losing just 2 games. Liverpool in second, Chelsea in third, and Everton in fourth, which is a really, really good finish for them. It's really, really close there between sort of sixth and third. Only a couple of points separating them, but Liverpool and Man City, the two teams that are completely running away there. Arsenal in sixth, United in fifth, Spurs in seventh. Any shocks? Oh, it's a shame Newcastle haven't gone down, but either way, they finished 10th. The bottom three consists of Brentford, Fulham, and Nottingham Forest. I'm sure those are the teams that went up this season before, but either way, it is those three that are going down. But now we will have a look across the competitions. Of course, we did win the FA Cup. We don't need to have a look at that. We beat Wolves by 2-1. But who won the Carabao Cup? We shall see. It is Leicester. Leicester beat Sheffield United. They've had a horrible time, haven't they? Getting to Wembley twice this year. They got themselves to the Carabao Cup final, losing to Leicester, and of course the playoff final against us where they lost as well. So not a good time for them, but let's have a look at some other competitions. The UEFA Super Cup, let's just have a look just for the sake of it. City beat Gladbach by 3-1. The Champions League is always an interesting one. City, of course, won the league. They've now won the... they lost there. I was going to say they could make it 3, but Barcelona beat them by 3-2. It'd be really interesting to see the City side because they seem to be winning a lot of trophies. The Europa League as well. Let's have a look at this one. Who is going to be the winner there? It is Monaco. They've beaten Braga by 3-0. But now we will go to our players, and this is personally my favourite part of doing these reviews. I love it. I just love to see how much our players have improved. So we start off with Van der Voort. He's improved by a whopping 6. Now rated 77. George Andrews, their third choice goalkeeper, is going up by 3, now rated 59. Diego Altuve is going up by 4, now rated 69. Denver Hume, that's a massive, massive improvement there, going up by 6, now rated 77, which is actually past his original set potential in the game, so he's doing absolutely fantastically there. Miranda there, who's second in line to Denver Hume, just 1 rating behind him, but he's gone up by 4, rated 76. Jordan Willis has gone up by 2, now rated 72. Tosin Adarabioyo goes up by a massive 5 as well, now rated 76. Bailey Wright has actually gone up by 2, but he is going to be leaving us after this season. He's going to be joining AZ for next season. Now Nathan Collins, our sort of second string centre-back, he's gone up by 5, now rated 70. Brandon Taylor has gone up by 2, now rated 59. Luke O'Nien, the captain, has gone up by 3, now rated 75. Joshua Emmanuel has gone up by 4, now rated 73. Ricky Dembele has gone up by a really decent 5, now rated 76. Kieran Dunn going up by 2, now rated 59. Tony Bryce has gone up by 5, now rated 73. Ibrahima Sissoko has gone up by 4, now rated 75. Josh Scowen has gone up by 1, now rated 71. I'm pretty sure that he was actually rated 71 originally when we came into this season, but then he got that long-term injury. He lost 2 ratings, or 1 rating, I'm not too sure. And now he's managed to get back to his previous rating. George Dobson, another player that is going to be leaving us come the end of the season or for next season. He has gone up by 2, now rated 71. Lucas Winkler, who's played a bit of a bit part role, but he has been coming on off the bench quite a lot. He plays in the second string games as well. He's gone up by a massive 5, now rated 69. Oscar Wyatt, who I believe has only played a couple of games for us, has gone up by 3, now rated 64. Noni Madueke has gone up by 5. He's been brilliant this season, now rated 79. Charlie Nash, another player that we never use, is just a player that I wanted to sell off, but no one is coming in for him. He's rated 63 after going up by 3. Elliot Embleton going up by 2, now rated 67. Lyndon Gooch going up by 3, now rated 75. Jack Diamond, another player on the transfer list, has gone up by 2, now rated 60. Enrique Mora, yet another youngster, although he is showing great potential, he is someone I want to try and get off the books. He is now rated 63, going up by 3. Chris Maguire, who's retiring at the end of the season, has gone down by a whopping 5, now rated 60. Now Isaac French has gone up by a massive 7, now rated 81. And it doesn't surprise me considering the massively insane season this man has had. He's the highest rated player on our books. Ellis Sims has gone up, again, it's another massive one. He's gone up by 6, now rated 72. Will Grigg has actually gone up by 3, now rated 68. And here's the man himself, Ricky J. Jones, with a colossal 8, now rated 72. This lad is special, I'm telling you, and the team have improved massively this season. But let's have a look at goals and assists, and as you can see, look at that from Ricky J. Jones. He's such a wonder kid, isn't he? 45 appearances, 35 goals, and 9 assists as well, which is crazy. He did get 26 goals in the Championship, 5 in the FA Cup, 3 across the playoffs, and he got the 1 goal in the pre-season tournament as well, which I don't really count, but still, it's a hell of a lot of goals for the young lad. Isaac French, who plays just off him as centre forward, got himself 29 goals in all competitions with 17 assists, which is crazy. Ellis Sims got himself a nice double-figure goal return with 11 goals and 5 assists. Madueke with 10 goals and 10 assists, which is really, really good from the right midfield position. Grigg, who only played 18 games, actually got himself 8 goals with 0 assists, but that's really, really good for him. Lyndon Gooch got himself 8 goals as well with 3 assists. Dembele, 6 goals, 5 assists. Sissoko, who came in at the beginning of the season, got 5 goals with 11 assists as well, which I didn't realise how many assists he got. But Bryce, he is the creative mind. He is the creative general in the middle of that midfield. He has 4 goals but 17 assists. He's an absolute beast, that lad. Tosin Adebayo, 3 goals, all from corners, of course. He's a beast in the box from set pieces. Luke O'Nien got himself a single goal and 3 assists. Dobson, Winkler, they're all on 1 goal and an assist or 2. But that is all the stats for our players, but we'll have a quick look at the top goal scorers and see how they rank there. So here is the top goal scorer list for the EFL Championship, and there's something quite interesting here. Of course, Placentia there for Sheffield United, he got himself 33 goals. He was their main sort of source of goals, but if you look at the rest of them up until about 9th, there's a lot of partnerships for the sort of top 3 or 4, where of course you've got Aston Villa. Grealish got himself 26 goals. You've got another one from Villa there in Traore, who got himself 18 goals. For Brighton, they have Morpay and McAllister getting 26 goals and 19 goals respectively. And of course for us, our partnership was Jones and French with 26 goals and 23 goals. But if you see as well, they played sort of almost 10 games less than the rest of them because we like to chop and change and we rotate quite a bit. Whereas the other teams, they play players even if they have like next to no fitness or no stamina left at all. So that doesn't surprise me that the likes of Placentia has played 45 games, Grealish 46. We chop and change. When they're not fully fit, we don't really play them and we'll use our second string squad, and it keeps everyone happy that way as well. So that does not surprise me, but that's a really, really good return. 26 goals for Jones and 23 for French as well. In total 49 goals in the Championship. That's absolutely brilliant. But for assists, Grealish is up there again. What a player he is, by the way. I'm a really, really big fan of Grealish in real life. 12 assists for him. French got himself 12. Bryce with 11 in the Championship. We have Madueke in there with 9. We have Sissoko with 8. So we have a lot of players that are creating chances for us this season. In terms of clean sheets, not brilliant from Van der Voort. 9 clean sheets from 33 games. It could be worse, but in saying that, our defence at times has been a little bit on the dodgy side. But now we are going to head over into next season, see how much money we do have in the bank, how much money they're going to give us. It's difficult to predict how much they're going to give us because we did win the FA Cup, so it should give us a little bit more for that. Of course, we got promoted as well through the playoffs, so they might give us a bit more for that as well. But it's saying that we only have 33 quid left in the bank, and usually I like to leave a little bit in there to pull over to the next season, but we don't have that this season, so I don't know how much money they're willing to give us now that we are back in the Premier League. Maybe 40, 50 million. We shall see. But we need to bear in mind as well, a lot of these players need their contracts sorting ASAP. That will be my first thing to do. And of course, their contracts are going to be a lot higher. And I mean a lot higher because the likes of Ricky J. Jones is currently on like 450 quid a week, whereas because of his rating now, he's going to be considerably higher. Same with French, who's still on his youth contract, I do believe. So he'll still be earning pittance, but now he's rated 81. He's going to want like 40, 50k, maybe more. So that is my first concern, to address those contracts, and then it will be a case of, right, let's go bring some players in. So here we are. We have now moved over to next season. Now, of course, we need to choose a pre-season tournament. We'll go with this one because it offers the most money. As usual, I am just going to be quick simming the entire pre-season tournament. Of course, yeah, I could play it, just try and get as much money as possible, but I don't really care too much for it. Now, it is the moment of truth. How much is this Premier League payout going to be? I said around 40, 50 million. We shall see. 67.63 million. Now, I didn't expect that much at all, but that is a really, really decent figure. Now, again, like I did just mention, I am going to be spending quite a bit on contracts and sorting them out, and I'll probably do that off camera before the next episode, which will probably be in a few days' time or a week's time. As I said, I'll probably leave it a week or so. But so let's just say a little bit has gone off. So in your mind, just pretend we have about 55 million to spend, something like that anyway, which is still a really, really decent amount. Now, let's get down to business. What kind of players do I want? So I think it would be easier, firstly, for me to tell you the kind of players I want to sell. So the three keepers, I'm fine with that, because at least all we need is a backup in Altuve. He's going to keep improving because I'll just have him in the second string squad. George Andrews, whatever, he's just there for a third choice just in case of an absolute horror show that Van der Voort and Altuve get injured. I don't really mind having him on the book because he doesn't really cost us much. Hume and Miranda, I'm actually happy with. They're both rated 77 and 76. They're both still relatively young. And it's just such good competition on that side, and I really like it. I really, really do. Now, for a centre-back, of course, I want to get Brandon Taylor gone. It's another one of those glitches where it won't let me take him off the loan list, even though I want to put him on the transfer list. It's glitched out. So we have Willis Adebayo, Bailey Wright is leaving, then we have Nathan Collins. So we need a centre-back. We need a centre-back, that's crucial, and a decent centre-back at that. As the right-back position, we have O'Nien. I'm happy with O'Nien. Of course, we need to sort out his contract, as it says there. I'm happy with O'Nien. He is 27. Of course, Emmanuel, we literally just brought him in as a backup for the season, just to use him in the second string. We could maybe go for a new right-back. A right-back that has been suggested is Lamptey from Brighton, who's currently rated 72. He's very, very young, so he could be like an understudy to Luke O'Nien, maybe, and I think he's only worth like 5 million, which wouldn't be bad, and he does have very high potential. So I could go for that, so let me know what you think about that in the comments. And he has a player face, which is always great. But that's a difficult one. But Emmanuel, I could easily shift him off and then bring in someone like a Lamptey. We have Dembele, which of course I'm going to keep. Dunn, I want him to go. Scowen, I will more than likely try and sell off as well. Dobson is already going. Wyatt, I will happily sell. Winkler is to stay. Sissoko is to stay. Bryce, of course, to stay. I'm going to try and get rid of Nash. He is already transfer listed. Embleton, I'm also going to sell, although I don't like doing it. We're in the Premier League now. He's rated 67. It just simply isn't good enough, and he's not going to improve. He's not getting in the squad to get that game time. Madueke, of course, is staying. Gooch is staying. Mora is another youngster. I'm going to try and get rid of him. Diamond is already transfer listed. I'm going to get rid of him, or at least this is what I want to do. Of course, you give me your feedback in the comments. French is, of course, staying. Sims, he's going to stay. Grigg, I'm going to put him on the transfer list, which gives us one more room for another striker. But the only thing is with the striker position, oh my God, I just noticed. Ricky J. Jones, his status has just changed from, I think it was exciting prospects or whatever it was before. It has changed to has potential to be special. So this is what I mean. If I keep on using Ricky J. Jones and keep on playing him, and he plays well in the Premier League, he could be rated late 70s come the end of the season. Then next season, we could see him push forward to the sort of mid-80s. And even further beyond that, he could hit the 90s, because that has changed now to has potential to be special. And of course, French already has that has potential to be special status. So I wouldn't know what kind of striker to bring in, but we do need a fourth striker. It's just a difficult one. It's a really, really difficult one, but I'm going to leave that one with you guys. So that is the players I would like to sell. So, of course, a centre-back, absolutely needed. A right-back, potentially as well. Potentially Lamptey. He is one that I do quite like the look of as an understudy to Luke O'Nien, who's currently the captain. A central midfielder is definitely something I want. A central midfielder, and I already do have one in mind in Gravenberch from Ajax. He's a player who I've never played with before, I've never used, but he's such a well-rounded player. In fact, we'll have a look at him now, and I don't think he should be too out of our price range. There he is, rated 76. He has a player face, 20 years of age, 6'3", and if you look at his stats, he is so well-rounded with his dribbling. Finishing is very decent as well, but he's a strong lad, well, relatively-ish strong, but he's 6'3", so you can put him in the centre to either set him to sit back or get forward. He can do a bit of everything, so I definitely want to go for him. It says we have to spend between 15.5 and 17.3 million. My bet would be we'd be able to get him for a little bit cheaper, but we'd have to see for that. But I think Lamptey and Gravenberch are two players that are sort of, I'm kind of, well, more so Gravenberch, I definitely want to go for him 100%. Maybe Lamptey, but in terms of where else I need to improve, of course, I need to be realistic now. It is the Premier League. We do need to improve the squad regardless of how good these players have been in the Championship. So, of course, that's something you guys do need to let me know. Also, before we do round off the episode and finish up and end the episode, I will be upping the difficulty to Ultimate for this season. I know throughout the season, I know, and every now and then I do mention it. I don't like to mention it, but sometimes if we go through a good run of fun for 2 or 3 episodes, you get people commenting saying it's too easy, this is shit type thing. It's like, but then as soon as I'm losing, you don't hear from those people. It's just FIFA. It just happens. And I've said from the beginning of the series that, of course, we started on world class. When we get to the Championship, it's legendary. We get to the Premier League, it's ultimate. It's the way I've always done it. So just to save people moaning and complaining, even if we start winning a load in ultimate, no doubt we'll still get complaints. But just letting you know that is what the difficulty is going to be. But that is it, guys. There is our transfer budget and our wage budget as well. Remember, I will be shifting a little bit of those wage budgets, or a bit of that wage budget, should I say, to a lot of the squad, pretty much the majority of the squad. I'll just quickly run down one more time without really going into too much detail. Just run through the squad so you can see all the players. You can pause the screen whenever you want, and then you can try and decide what you think we should do with the squad, who we should sell, who we should buy. I always love reading through all your comments, and every single purchase I have made in this series so far, it has always been from a suggested comment. For example, Lamptey was, Gravenberch was suggested, I think back when I was in League One, but at the time that was incredibly unrealistic. But he's been sat there the whole time, and I've been waiting for a time where it was a bit more realistic when we get back to the Premier League, so I want to do that. But other than that, that is everything, guys. So again, leave your comments down below. But if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sassy Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.